Hi guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Babs B, and over here I like to talk about scripted television shows, movies, and all around entertainment. I am discussing Ryan Murphy's latest show, The Beauty. I'm on episode 9 and it's called Beautiful Evolution. The show gonna open back up with Cooper, Jordan, Antonio, and Jeremy. Y'all remember they was rescued last episode. We seen them walking into this room and they got these black hoods over their heads. When they remove the hoods, we see the scientist lady. We find out her name is Diane. Y'all know her. She was from the last episode. Bryon was working with her, and now he don't want to sponsor her anymore. That lady. They sitting there, and they question this lady, because, baby, you know we FBI agents that you done kidnapped? That's a federal crime. But she looking at them like, y'all should be saying thank you, because I did just save y'all asses. Okay? That should be the first thing out your lip. Then on top of that, she clocked Cooper's ass talking about his old little cool demeanor, and you let us know that he actually scared and he on this fight or flight mode right now. She said she learned these things because that's how she was able to design these robots that could be around humans and no one would notice. See, Diane, she is known as the mother of her product, synthetics, which they end up calling deacons. Cooper is trying to figure out what that got to do with them, though. She says she brought them here to take down the person who brought them all here, and that's Bryon's ass. She tells them about how Bryon had this big bet in biotech, and they was working on a robotics division, but once he found out about this new transformative drug, he lost interest in it. See, the problem with Dr. Lee, as we all know him as Ray, he used living organisms to test out this drug. But she finds that doing that has too many variables that you will have to consider. She feels we were supposed to move past these bodies that she calls just a bag of blood and bones. And that's what she is building. Humanoid machines to carry the next generation of life. Now, Jeremy looking like, hey, we done seen this movie. It doesn't end well. Diane saying there is no need to be afraid. One day, a deacon will be in every home, augmenting and learning from the human experience. Antonio looking like, I can't believe this lady done spent her whole life perfecting Roombas. Diane is offended because this how we gonna merge with the next phase of life. Organics, and robotics. Think about what your life expectancy will be if we can take your mind and put it in one of them. But we can only do that if we stop the disaster, aka Bryon's ass. She got help from his wife to get her hands on the four of them so that they can stop Bryon from releasing the beauty, because once this shit hit the streets, everyone is going to want it, and then there will be no need for her division, and she can't have that. And see, even though I know we don't need the beauty out here, bitch, I really don't know if I want no humanoids out here either, ho. And it feels like you only want them to help with your little project. I thought we was trying to save the world. Now, Jordan, she confused on what this lady talking about because, baby, I didn't take no drug to look like this. I woke up looking like this after a one-night stand. And y'all know Jeremy going through the same thing because he got his from Clara. Remember her, the lab tech who stole that shit? That lady. Diane tells them that they got the version that leaked from the lab. And the chances of stopping the sexually transmitted version was lost a long time ago. So I guess y'all didn't put enough focus in that to make sure that that wouldn't happen again. What we have noticed about this version is that it doesn't last long and it burns out. Hence, the people blowing up. See, the one Bryon is planning on selling as a pharmaceutical is a different story. So Cooper's reading these files and he realizes that there is a booster that you can take, which perks up Jordan because, baby, I need that to extend my time. But Diane tells them, don't pique your interest too fast, baby, because what we have learned from the data is that that's not going to work after a while. She says, I will give you all treatments that will help all of y'all extend your lives and keep you from exploding. But only if y'all help me. Now, Jeremy is starting to feel away because remember, Jordan already knew what the outcome was going to be, and he didn't. Cooper's looking like, just tell me the place and the time, and he will set this shit up to take Bryon down. Diane like, baby, we don't have time to do this the legal way, okay? Jordan wants to know what are their options. And you already know the answer to that. Y'all gonna have to just kill his ass. Hell, we already got an assassin, a junior assassin, and 2 FBI agents. Y'all know what to do and how to get it done in a small window of time. We got 48 hours before the beauty drops, and we got to kill him before it happens so that that whole situation dies with him. Antonio says, let me get close to him and I'll put a bullet in his head. Diane looking like, boy, please. He turned on you and had you set up to be killed. Do you really think he about to let you get that close to him? Antonio like, I don't even need to be that close. I got a better shot than all y'all. Just give me 100 feet away. Blah, blah, blah. Listen, Antonio, we don't got time for all this macho man shit. Sit your ass down. She said that is all fine and dandy, but he know what y'all look like and how he got all this facial recognition stuff out in the world, and it's going to be easy for them to be found. Cooper says, well, what about one of your deacons? How one of them doing? Well, we can't do that because Bryon knows he's an asshole, and one day somebody will turn against him and want to get revenge and kill his ass. So he had a code built in that will make the deacons never cause him any harm. And I'm looking like, well, damn, bro, just you? That's all you could think about with yourself? You couldn't do that for everyone? You couldn't put a code in the deacons so that none of us will get hurt by one of these robot shits and we could stop all the murdering in the world? You is just selfish. Jordan says she can do it. But Cooper wasn't feeling that. Baby, you not going out there to go do no shit like that. But she figured, hell, I'm already about to die because I got this shit. And I'd rather spend my last breath beating his goddamn ass. Jeremy says, hey, don't leave me out.
Trying to see what that be like.
Before I die. Cooper looking like, wait a minute. We don't even know you, lady. How do we know we can even trust you? She says nobody knows Bryon like she do. She was plucked from obscurity while chatting on a tech Reddit board. He saw something in me and gave me the opportunity of a lifetime. But when she saw the depths of what he was doing, she just couldn't unsee that shit. I really took this lady on an emotional roller coaster. Dan told us he got us heading to self-annihilation. So do you really want to gamble with that? Because you don't know if you can really trust me? Cooper says we need to come up with a plan, but Diane is like, baby, we don't have time for that. So Cooper was like, well, just give me the shot, and then he won't recognize me, and I can get close to him. Now, that's exactly what she was wanting to hear, because she went to go get that shot for him. Jordan, she is so against Cooper getting this shot. She just feel like that is just too risky. Cooper tells her that he cannot imagine life without her. Even if it's a shorter one, at least they were together. Oh, that's so sweet. Anne goes to give Cooper the shot, but he stops her and says that if he's going to do it, he want to do it his way, which is by way of sleeping with Jordan and catching it that way. And I'm looking like, Cooper, you just sat here and read all this information on this shit. You've been working on this case, and you see what happens when you get it the sexually transmitted way, and you deciding that you want to go that route. Okay. So the next scene we get is with Jordan and Cooper at this fancy restaurant on this little dinner date. Like, we got time for this shit. Just go have sex and change so we can get Bryon and save the world. Jordan talking about how she was scared when she changed, but he made her feel like he would love and care for her no matter what. You saw the real me. So after you change It's not going to matter what you look like because I love you for who you are right now, and I'm going to continue to love you. So after hearing all that, it's time to go and get this party started. They go to a really nice hotel and head up to the room. But Jordan, she needed a moment because baby is nervous. It's so bad she about to throw up. Probably going to get the shits in a second. Girl is really not feeling giving Cooper something that would kill him sooner than later. So she says, I'm just going to go kill Bryon myself. Cooper told her, you don't have a choice. You got to infect me because we're the only people that can save the world. But that got her hot in her panties because after that was said, they made love that night, baby. After they done rocked each other to sleep, Cooper wakes up in the middle of the night and he starts to go through the change. Cooper's shit look like it hurts, like really, really bad. This not how the rest of them was changing. I don't know what was going on. Jordan, she calls over Jeremy and Antonio to help. And at this point, this boy has been changing for hours. Like, they's like, hey, I don't remember taking it this long. You know, they trying to help and hold him down, but he's starting to get that super strength. So they carry him into the bathroom and locks the door. We then start to see the transformation starting to happen. But I'm looking like, where is this boy Cocoon? And why did his body just rip open like that? And why didn't your ass just take the shots? Why would you put yourself through all this? It's the next day, and we finally hear some movement from the bathroom. So they run to see what done happened with Cooper. He is in his cocoon, but it look like he's struggling to get up out that shit, but we can't help him. He got to do it himself. Once he finally breaks free, we see Cooper as this preteen looking boy. And baby, we were gagged. Our mouths dropped. Cooper saw himself in the mirror and was looking like, what have I done to myself? Well, this look crazy, but on the bright side, Bryon definitely not going to recognize you, so you really going to get close to him now. And that's how the show ended. I hope you guys enjoyed the recap. If you did, make sure you like the video. Comment down below because it does help, my video get out to more people. And subscribe to the channel so you know when I upload again. And until next time, bye guys.